Welcome to this lecture. So in this lecture I am going to start the actual coding of our adding record audio functionality to our piano application. So switch back to Android Studio and here is our main activity.java file. So I am going to scroll it to the below of the file and here I am going to create a one method, but before that I am going to write a multi-line comment that will organize our code so that when later on we want to modify, then we can modify it. The start recording method code is not recording method code. So I'm going to write this comment. So this will make me easy when later on if I want to make some modification to this project, so I can do it easily because of this comment, or you can say that this also for documentation purpose. So I'm going to create a private method, private void. Then I'm going to specify the name of the method, that is start recording, and I'm going to open and close the braces. Then I'm going to use a variable mRecorder, that is media recorder variable that we have created at the top of our file, that is this one. So I'm going to use this variable, that is media recorder equals to, and I'm going to initialize it to media recorder class, that is media recorder Android media. Let's simply hit a semicolon. Then after that I'm going to set the audio source. So I'm going to type set audio source. So this is our method. I'm going to set the audio source. So I'm going to type media recorder dot audio source. So this is the audio source. The second one we want media source, audio source. After that we want a default audio source. Then again hit enter, and again I'm going to use media recorder dot set output format. The method that we are going to use is the output format. So this is our output format method. Simply hit a tab. Then instead of the output format we need to type media recorder. Not this one. We need to use media recorder Android media dot output format. That's the output format dot, there is a 3 GPP. Then after that I'm going to use a switch statement. Then I will type switch, and inside the switch I'm going to specify the recording number, that is this one. I'm going to pass the recording number to this method. Then I'm going to use a case 1. Instead of case 1, first I will type a break. Instead of this case, I'm going to type media recorder dot set output file. So this is our set output file, and I'm going to name it here mfile name1 as an argument. Then I'm going to increment the record number to ++ by using post increment operator. Then after that, here I need to make a comparison. If recording number is equal to 7, then I need to do what? I need to reinitialize the recording number to 1, because I have only 6 tracks, because I want to play only 6 tracks. If you want to play more, then you can create it, because later on if there is 6 files were recorded, then again the recording number will get to 6, means the value of recording number will become 7. Then what I want to just reinitialize it to 1, so that it will start from the beginning again. And again I'm going to specify the case 2, which is second case. Then hit enter, and again I'm going to type media recorder dot set output file, and here I need to specify the file name 2 as an argument. Then again I'm going to increment the recording number by using postfix operator. Here again I need to check for the condition. If recording number is equal to 7, then I need to decoding number, initialize the decoding number to 1. Simply add semicolon, then at the end I need to specify a break. So I'm going to copy this code again for 4 more times, paste it, now here I'm going to change it to case 3, this one is case 4, this one is case 5, and this one should be 6. Then here I need to check for the pass the file 6, and here file 5, not 6, 5. Here I need to pass the file number 4, and I also need to pass the file number 3. The rest of the things are same. After that, after the end of the switch statement, then here I need to type shared preference dot editor is create a variable of editor is equal to get shared preferences, then here we need to specify the name, that is file number. Let me check it that it's the same as the top we have initialized, that is this one. So I'm going to copy it because I don't want to make any mistake, and just here paste it. It's almost same. Then I need to specify the mode private, that is this one. Then after the end of, I need to use edit and hit a semicolon. Then with the use of editor variable editor dot put int, I'm going to specify the file number in small value. Then I need to pass the recording number. So this will, then after that I need to use editor dot commit. So what we are doing, we are actually passing the recording number to this editor. We are storing the recording number to our shared preference, because shared preferences are used to store the values in a key value form. Then I'm going to use the media recorder dot set audio source, and here I need to pass a media recorder dot audio encoder dot amr underscore nb. If you want to check out all these, you just need to go for the documentation. Then you will get more information about how these methods and what about these constants are, because that will be a very long process. Now if you want to know more about these things, you can actually go to the official documentation of the developer.sites of the Google. Then you can learn about all these constants. And here I'm going to use a try catch block because we are actually opening a file, so maybe we will get an IO exception. So I'm going to type media recorder dot prepare, and instead of this it's giving an error because we don't specify a catch block. So here I need to check for the code for IO exception, that is E, and here I just simply log the code, log.e, and I'm going to specify the string tag prepare is failed. Then I'm going to type a message failed. So this is a handy message. If there is any IO exception occur, then instead of the logcat, we will get the message so that we can try to fix the error. Then I'm going to start the media recorder by calling media recorder dot start method. So that's all about the coding of our start recording method. So that's all about this lecture. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lecture.